Hey crew, Meg here with a walkthrough of Venture Project 2 for E5s and E6s. So I'm here on Student View and I'm going to click on VP2 for E5 to E6. And you will see here that in E5 and E6, we're in that place in the Z model where we're focused in on launching, scaling, and dialing in your venture and you. So students in our advanced entrepreneurship experience are focused in on diving deeply into your venture and offering. And the goals for E5 and E6 are anchored in you having an opportunity to do what you've discovered, designed, and dreamed up so far. So these tracks are in progress with your input, and please let me know your thoughts, questions, and feedback so that we can help to continue to refine and dial these in. So in all of your ventures, so E&I core, we want you to be able to effectively utilize evidence-based entrepreneurship tools and processes developed in prior quarters to fully design and launch your prototyped venture or offering for your chosen specialty track. We want you to demonstrate an understanding of your customers, their needs, and your opportunities to solve those needs, including mastery of the big idea canvas, value proposition canvas, business model canvas, test cards, empathy development. We want you to demonstrate a clear understanding of the key external environmental issues, including customers, competition, suppliers, political, economic, social, cultural, legal, and natural environment. So that's your PESTLE. And plans to optimize and manage, whether for your venture or for the ventures you choose to support. And then dialing in the offering with rapid prototyping, testing over multiple periods, including post-launch evidence. So for our founders, we want to add in a particular focus on the development of a statement of measurables of success and goals, and the development of required organizational structure and key resources to support your venture, including your team and or plans towards a team. Within E5, the design, and within E6, the implementation of appropriate financials for your venture, including a plan of action surrounding any gaps like funding and any issues that you might have related to any other element of your business model canvas as relates to operation and financials. So within our founders track, we're really focused in on dialing in your venture. For the leaders track, in addition to the entrepreneurial core, we want you to focus on designing an offering which would be similar to a venture that touches on at least one of the following focus points. So that would be entrepreneurship, which may focus on igniting innovation, change management, strategic visioning, operational excellence, seeking and applying diversity for enhanced performance, talent development. Those are some ideas of entrepreneurship ventures. And then developing a skill or trade may include any of the above: coaching, consulting, marketing, sales, accounting and finance, etc. So for the entrepreneurial leaders, we are looking for you to also do work related to a venture and then to report out about that. So you'll also, as an entrepreneurial leader or as an entrepreneurial founder, you will be developing a pitch that you or your combined team will deliver in an engaging, professional manner that clearly shares about your customer and target market, their needs, and how you know their needs through evidence, how your customer is currently meeting their needs and desires, why this is inadequate, and how you know both, the evidence, the offering that you're providing and how you know it has product market and product solution fit, and other key information that you believe should be included. Again, we're with that 5-minute presentation with a prototype demonstration, followed up by 5 minutes of Q&A. Must be video recorded, so it can be added to the evidence locker. We also have the digital learning journey video, which should show your work, clearly communicating and providing evidence about this round of practice. Again, 10 minutes max with that. Bonus points for creativity. We want you to talk through your through what you did in the process, as well as reflections on it. Then we have the business report, which is your way to navigate the client or teaching team through your project. And it is a professional document that if we picked that up all on its own, we would have a really good sense of your project and be able to fully scan through what you've done. And should we wish to, we could dive deeper in the evidence locker, but that the business report could stand on its own. So again, in entrepreneurship, if you satisfy everything that's required in class and in the assignment, good job. That's a B. We give A's for setting the standard, which is exemplary competence and above and beyond performance. So I have here anchored a lot of different specifics related to your E-level in terms of what we expect in the pitch, the learning journey video, the business report, which has different expectations based on E-level, and then your evidence locker. I also wanted to show you the rubric in here, so be sure that you review this rubric. So in the rubric, we have our pitch, which is at its best a strong hook at 5 minutes, highlighting other venture requirements, including your customer profile and their target market potential and how you know your customer needs and desires. So the rubric guides you through the top level requirements and adding in the fluidity and engaging. And we see throughout the rubric that the points descend off of that. So again, all the points in this area, so between pitch, learning journey video, model and structure, evidence, prototype, blog post, business report, if you get full points on each of those categories, that will take you up to a B. And things above the B category are in the above and beyond area, which could be because of any of the things that you do that are above and beyond these expectations. So please do read the requirements and what gets you to different levels within the rubric, as we will use this rubric for assessment of your project. So in addition to that resource and the description of the project, we have an example of a keys to setting the standard document that you can use that helps you to walk you through it in another way. And then I really want to make sure that you are actively using and understanding and applying the resources within the toolkit. I will fix that link in a moment. So we're here in the Ideas to Impact site, and then under the toolkit, and you'll see here that you have a myriad of different resources. So for example, in your assignment, you need to be able to do a pestle analysis. So that's under the SWOT videos. In particular, it's on SWOT video 3. So be sure you watch that video, you have an understanding of it, and you can apply it to your project. So as you're looking through this rubric, be sure that you understand what's required of you from these different perspectives. So we have here in the toolkit some information around how to structure a pitch, for example. So I would look category by category in the rubric and read through and get a sense of what's required of that, both from the rubric and then making sure that you're reaching to the tools in the toolbox so that you can reference the materials that we've developed to make sure that you're meeting or exceeding standards and fully satisfying the needs of this assignment. So again, we are so stoked for E5 and E6, really strong focus on diving deeply into you and your venture and your offering. And we're anchored in you having an opportunity to really do what you've discovered, designed, and dreamed up so far. We want to be sure that you're applying the knowledge, skills, abilities, and attitudes that you've developed over the course of the preceding 4 quarters to be able to apply them to what you're up to, both within the ENI core curriculum with those top 4 requirements, as well as what we want you to be able to apply within the whether your track is founders or leaders track. We want to be sure that your ventures are a very meaningful way that you can workshop through the things that you're thinking about over the course of the program and get some really strong traction as you're wrapping up your Z model in the last few quarters in the program to get you launched into E7 and beyond. So as these are developing, I would love to have your feedback and input. So please see me with questions, thoughts, opportunities. We want these assignments to be amazing opportunities for you to have intentional time to focus on your development of your venture and yourself. So I'm here to help with any questions. I can't wait to hear about what you're up to with VP2 and be here as a resource for you. Thanks so much. Check out the toolkit.